Hi guys. So, have you guys heard the quote, you can't get sick enough to make other people well, and you can't get poor enough to make other people have more money or be wealthy, right? And this quote or saying means two things to me. It just means that you're not doing anyone any service to stop yourself from being wealthy, right? When you are limiting yourself, you're just showing other people that it's okay to be limited. And, the other thing I feel like it means is there's enough to go around. There's enough money for everybody. There's no shortage of money, This video is going to be about money and the way I changed my money mindset so that now I can live a life of abundance. And it wasn't always that way for me. When I was a kid, I was extremely poor. I grew up poor. My family home had an outhouse. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's just a bathroom or a loo that's outside of the house, right? And it's not inside the house, meaning it has no running water. Like, it was just a separate house, almost like when you go camping, that's what we had to go to the bathroom in. And we lived in like this little small cabin, and later we made more money, and my parents started making more money as soon as my mom graduated college and things like that. But when I was a young kid, we had very little money, and I was resentful about that for, as any kid would be, not getting the things they feel like they need, right? But now I can appreciate it, right? Because it did teach me a lot of things. But this video is going to be about simply just how I switched my money mindset. And I feel like we're always continuing to work on it, right? I'm always going to be up leveling, and so are you, right? We're always going to be wanting more for ourselves, and once we reach a certain level financially, we're going to be like, oh well, what's next? Like, maybe we can reach more, or maybe we're going to be comfortable for a little while and then we're going to want something else, right? Like a different car or a new house or something, right? So it's okay to want more too. So even if you're satisfied with where you're at. So this is going to be five things that I did, and number 5 is actually might be a little shocking to you, but it was the most helpful, so make sure you stay till number 5, okay? So let me start. I have it written here so I don't forget anything. So the first thing was I started to hang out with people that were free with money in order to sort of absorb the energy of feeling free with money, because I did not grow up feeling free with money. I grew up feeling really restricted. I grew up feeling very limited around money. I grew up feeling like we can't afford, things that were necessary, even like school things, things that were like important to me. And, so it was really valuable for me to just spend time with people who maybe grew up wealthy or, and eventually we ended up in a school district where there were a lot of wealthy people, and so a lot of my friends were wealthy, and so I got to spend time with people who had money and were very free with money. It was very intriguing to me, and I spent a lot of time observing these people, right? And so I would say make friends with people who have money or have a different money mindset, so you can absorb their qualities around money. And that was, number 1, really important. Number 2 was I said affirmations such as, I am free with money. Money always comes in. I feel good about money. So these sort of were the antithesis or the opposite to the ones I was thinking before, right? The ones I grew up thinking were like, money is hard to get, money is awful, like, money's evil, or we're not the kind of people that have money, So I would say things that would combat those, like, I'm the kind of person who has money, or I have money now, or we all have money now. And what happened was, actually, when I was in I think it was, I guess it was, I might have maybe been like 13, or maybe it was more like 15. My dad started making a lot more money. So that I didn't switch to being perfectly good with money at that point, but it was something for me to observe, right? So we did start making more money at some point, but I still felt restricted, right? I still had to take myself through a process of relearning how to look at money in a positive way. So that was number 2. I just said certain affirmations, and you can list the ones that list your affirmations that you believe about money, and then do the opposite, right? And then start saying the opposite of those. Like if you feel like money's evil, just say money loves me and money's really good. Money's a really good thing. Money allows me to do amazing things for others, so you start building a positive idea about money. That's just one example of what you could possibly do. But it's going to be very personal to you, because it's going to be whatever beliefs you have that are limiting, right? So anyway, that was number 2. I said affirmations. And then number 3 was I window shopped, or like pretended to buy things, right? So I would go around with the idea that you could buy nice things, right? So I would just look at things. I would go shopping. I would go to nice neighborhoods and think, oh, that house is so nice. And just watching and looking at nice things really helps. And getting the idea, sort of building belief in the idea that that nice things are available to you, okay? That like you are going to be surrounded by nice things, So whatever way you can, and the best way when you're trying to switch your mindset is to do it so that it doesn't hinder you, right? So you don't have to spend any money. You're just looking at really nice things and just surrounding yourself with nice things, and getting the idea, or working yourself up to believe that you could buy those really nice shoes, or that you can afford now or one day. Either way, either you can afford it one day or you can buy it now, but just conditioning your mind to believe like this is available for you, right? Like this stuff is going to be available, or it is now, right? And you don't have to spend any money. And that's the key. You don't want to. The thing is some people make this mistake where they're like, okay, I got to just act rich, right? And that acting as if when you don't have money is going to stress you out, right? So you want to be really on the side of not being stressed, right? You don't want to overspend. You don't want to take out credit cards and pretend like you're rich, right? That's not going to help you. But if you're in your mind, you know that you're conditioning your mind to know that you can buy that thing, or these things are available to you, then it's a lot more stress-free, and it will help you a lot. You don't want to stress yourself out, because that's going to actually backlash and make your money mindset worse, because you haven't corrected your mindset, and you're just spending money and feeling even more out of control, right? And a lot of people make that mistake. So I just wanted to say that with number 3. And I dropped my paper, so I got to get it. All right, number 4 is, let's see. Number 4 was go spend time in luxury. Like if you can't go on a crazy vacation to the Bahamas or wherever right now, maybe just spend one night in a fancy hotel if you can, right? Or go get a spa treatment somewhere expensive, but you get like the least expensive treatment, right? If you can, maybe all the treatments are like $700, but you can get the one that's like a hand massage or something that's like $60, but you're still in that environment, right? It's like doing whatever you can in your means, right? Not exceeding your means, because that's going to make your money mindset worse, right? Again, same kind of mistake as you could make in number 4, So just when you go do something luxury, like, and another idea is to maybe buy something, a small item that's luxury, right? Not maybe those leather pants that are $2,000, but maybe just buy the cute, it's like a credit card holder, something very, maybe it's Louis Vuitton, but it's like $95 or something. I don't even know the prices. Like I like vintage stuff, which is its own unique thing, but versus buying really high, expensive, Louis Vuitton. I don't have anything that's Louis Vuitton, but so I don't know if that's appropriate pricing, but you know what I'm saying? Like, buy the small keychain that is of the brand that you like, or whatever it is, but doing something that is going to be giving you a slice of luxury. Okay, so that was one thing I started doing, right? Whatever little thing I could afford, if it was $35 or something little that made me feel, that was something that made me feel like I had a little slice of luxury, that reminded me that this is what I'm becoming, right? So, and then number 5 is going to be a little bit interesting for you guys, but it's probably the most valuable one. And what I did was, I had a very masculine, I sort of like switched from a masculine type of energy about money, because so I'm just going to say, like, a lot of us do take a masculine energy around money. We take a masculine approach to money, right? Like, we're really heady about it. We are like making decisions in our head about it. We're very logical, and with our, business ideas or whatever, like, it seems very logical. But I'm going to encourage you in step number 5 to sink down into your heart more and start being more, it's almost like this, and this goes for men as well. This is not just like for women, but it's almost bringing a feminine element into your money mindset scope, right? Where you are more than just acting with your mind and making all these heady decisions. You're really, sinking into your heart and being more open and having the qualities of this sort of the feminine aspect of you. And men and women both have feminine aspects, right? And we both have, masculine aspects as well. So it's kind of like bringing a more feminine aspect into your money mindset will really help a lot and make you more free flowing with money. And also it will help you make decisions that allow you to be in a place of making more money, because believe it or not, money's actually responds more to the feminine quality, if that makes sense, more than sort of this regimented, masculine, very logical mindset that a lot of people approach money with. So it's just something to think about. And if you can sort of keep dropping down into your heart when you're thinking about money, and when you're making decisions about business or making even money decisions, being in your heart actually helps a lot and makes you more receptive to money, in my experience. So these are just the first 5 things that I thought were the most helpful for me. And if you love this video, thumbs it up. And if you love this kind of video, let me know. If you want more money videos, I'm going to make some more in the future. I have some video ideas. So either I'm going to do next a video on non-judgment and how you can be non-judgmental of circumstances and people, or maybe a brain food video, or what I did wrong with SP. That was another idea, and it says, hint, not about self-concept. So it's it's like one of the videos that will be not about self-concept. But anyway, let me know what you want to see next, and if you love this, let me know. I hope this helps. And if you love Neville transformation, changing your life, and my unique perspective, stick around. I'd love to have you. I love having you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.